This is Feed Your Mind, and so there's some disturbing secrets about the Little Mermaid. So basically, there's information about merfolk that I'm going to share with you today because it seems like there's some pretty interesting history about the tales of merfolks. And what they're calling these beings are basically marine spirits or water spirits. So they're saying that these spirits are attracted to the water. And so there's some interesting connections I've come across because the Bible does speak of the Leviathan, which is said to be a water spirit as well, because there's really all types of different water spirits, they're saying. So there would be the Leviathan, and then I think there's another one called the Rahab. So there's like two water serpents or something from what I recall. Also, like I said, the merfolk. So there's mermen and mermaids. And there's another connection, basically, when Jesus cast the spirits out of that possessed crazy man out in the wilderness. He cast the spirits into pigs, and these pigs immediately ran to jump into the water. So that kind of shows us there could be something to this information about marine spirits. And if there is something to this, I mean, does that mean that there would be possibly wind spirits as well, or air spirits, kind of like how the Bible references the fallen one as the prince of the air, or it says more specifically the prince of the powers of the air? And does that mean that there's fire spirits? And I noticed that a lot of people that practice, they'll use candles and stuff like that. So is it possible that there's something to this? Like there's different elemental spirits, maybe even earth spirits. And I have a documentary style video coming out on Feed Your Mind 2 on Monday where you're going to see, well, basically I've noticed how wind kind of hovers around different trees at different times. And, there'll be like a group of trees and you'll just maybe see one tree that's moving in the wind and the rest of them are still. And then it might jump to another tree. So I've actually observed something like this before a few times, actually. So I've saw wind behaving pretty strange before. So, I mean, I've even saw depictions of fire spirits and wind spirits in movies before. So I don't know. I mean, there could be something to this where they're saying that there is possibly merfolk or classification of spirits that are attracted to water. And so I don't know. I mean, could there be a connection with that Titanic sub that went missing? And apparently they're saying they found the parts of that sub on the ocean floor. And so could have there been something going on there, maybe, where could have there been some type of creatures in the water that could have done that to that sub, possibly? Maybe when they were underneath the oceans, maybe they saw something and that thing had to take them out after it saw them. Maybe there's some type of form of intelligence down there, possibly. I mean, they also say that a lot of the UFOs have been seen coming out of the oceans, and the oceans is one of the most unexplored places of this earth. So is it possible that maybe there was something else going on with that Titanic sub? Maybe there was something where there's these unknown creatures under there, perhaps. I mean, even the movie Abyss shows a water spirit where they went below the oceans, and then there was this water that was moving around and able to take different forms and interact with the people underneath the oceans. I've done videos on the Leviathan and if it's actually a real thing or not. We also saw depictions of what looks to be the Leviathan in the movie Godzilla. I believe there's a Disney movie out about the elements with fire and water and stuff. So they're like living beings of water and fire, and they're like a couple or something. They're trying to like see if they can date or something, with one being water and one fire. There's reports of the Loch Ness Monster, which I guess would be classified as a marine spirit, if you will. And then we have the movie Aquaman. And so there's all types of clues that suggest there could be something to this. I'm just not so sure about it yet at this point. I mean, I definitely wouldn't rule it out. I just wanted to brainstorm with you all about this. I mean, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about all this information we covered in this video? I'm going to leave a link if you want to do more research with me on related subjects like this. I'm also going to leave links to my free email newsletters, my other channels, my social media, my Feed Your Mind store, and much more. If you would like to support this channel, please donate as little as $1 to help keep this channel online. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind signing off.